watch everybody for me, Zoro, while I get everything ready. You doing a good job, Zoro? Are you doing a good job? Biggie, are you supervising? Look at Zoro's being a good boy. Hey, Cody. Hey, Tammy. Brian. Let's see, we got Carol. The internet keeps cutting in and out, so if you guys can hear me, let me know, and I apologize. It's not the greatest. Yeah, he definitely is a lead actor, and I think he's feeling his drugs again. There we go. Okay, I realized I cannot move the camera that far. Zoro! There you go. He's a big suck. Zoro is the biggest freaking ham you'll ever meet in your life. Like, if everything goes well next week with his biopsy, I hope that somebody takes a chance on this dude. I know that he's older, but I mean, we've done everything. So other than arthritis, like, he's got a really good life, and he's the most lovingest, three-toothed little old man you'll ever meet in your life. So cuddly, so kind, so gentle. As you can see, his fur is dyed pink because he keeps bathing himself, and his mouth still is like lightly bleeding from his surgery. And then he rubs his paw all over his body, and he looks like he's got some war paint going on. Let's see. Okay, so that clearly, maybe if I stand up. Oh, there we go. If I come over here. Living in the woods sucks, guys. Like, we have, the only internet we have is Starlink, which is not bad. But it's literally the only option that comes to my house. So I'm sorry. I try next. You know, the internet is so slow when Zoro had a chance to run over and climb up the stairs to get onto the sofa. Zoro! Are you still in charge, my man? There we go. Hey, Monica. Sorry if you tried to watch the other one. Clearly, I have to basically hide in a corner to get a freaking signal around here. Hey, Elizabeth. Welcome. Right now, we've just got the phone in one place, so we don't lose this precious little 2 bars of signal we got going. Hey, Beth. Welcome. Welcome on the live. Welcome aboard. Zoro. Just give some people a chance to get back on who were kind of kicked off of our other live. Dun, dun, dun. What are you doing? You're such a good boy. Dun, dun, dun. Wonder if what's that? It's the birds behind you, buddy. I'm really scared to move this phone right now. You might have to just watch Zoro for a little bit, I guess, with his pink drooly face. You watching some birds, Zoro? Here, let's see if I can show you what he's watching. The birds. Zoro. It's really quiet in here. A lot of people that want to come, like, there's not a lot of action when it comes to chunky cats. It's pretty like low energy. Other than a few like little spurts every day, there's not a lot of energy. And I can't even see if you guys, can you guys write something in, like, there's a chat, right? Or something, you can write it in a chat. Let me know if you can hear or see. I don't see anything popping up at all, but I do see that there's 29 people on here. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Maybe if I'm scared to disconnect you. Sophia, can you channel the internet for me? If anything can make this happen, it's you. No, Sophia's out. She's going to sleep. Where are you going, sweetie? Oh, this is so frustrating. Biggie, come here. Nope. He does not want to come over. Maybe if I come over to this corner, because I can't see anything. But at least if you guys can see the cats, that's awesome. I'm glad you can see something, because I can't see a lick of anything. But I can see Beefcake. Hey, Beefcake. You just being so polite. He is the goodest boy. He doesn't do anything, like anything wrong. He's not sassy with anybody. He's so loving. You gonna come on out? Uh-oh. Do not report us for nudity, guys. We've got some pantsless cats here. Hi. I say hi, everybody. Yes, Cece, I'll come see you in a second, baby. We've got Cece's like, give me attention. Come on, baby. Look at you walking here, big girl. Okay, I'll come give you attention and they can hang out with Beefcake for a second. Oh, shoot. Maybe not. You want to say hi, Beefcake? Come on. This silly thing. Let's see. Watch this like not even be live and I'm not talking to anybody. Oh, I wish I should have like a second person who can like text me and say, hey, I could see you, or I can like hear you. Oh well. You know what? I'm just gonna wing it. I wish I could see your comments so that I can talk to you guys. I don't know why I can't. If you have any, but yeah, we'll just get going. So I wrote some notes for myself to remember. So maybe you guys can like look at Beefcake. Oh God, I don't know where I lost my notes now. I'm a mess. Biggie, where did mommy put her notes down? Oh, here, Beefcake, can you stay here for a minute and just be supervised? Yeah, you tell them. This place is a prison. Get me out of here. Where did I put the notes? Hey, Biggie. Oh, there they are. All right, we've got 57, Beefcake. You ready? This is an important work. You get to be the focal guy. Well, I get this working since I don't have any visuals on some comments. Oh, you got some paws out? Give me the paws. You're such a good boy. He is so stinking sweet. Yeah, I don't know if his family will see this. I mean, he was surrendered to the shelter, so maybe they don't even know we exist, but it's so hard not to be like frustrated. Like, I'm really glad that they gave him up because they couldn't care for him. But just seeing like how bad the urine burns were and the infection in the back end, and it's just sucks. I'm trying to be polite just in case they're like on our page. Can you get some crusty eyes? But he is a gem. I knew that he was going to be sweet. So a lot of people ask like, how do you guys get them all to get along? We have the luxury, and this is a luxury because a lot of rescues and shelters don't have the luxury that we have here, where we can say yes and no to cats that we take in. So we're like, as you see, it's Cece, this is inappropriate for TV. Okay. You can see it's not a huge space. It really isn't. So, and this is a communal environment. So trying to fit cats that would be super stressed in this environment, don't get along with other cats. It just wouldn't be fair to them. It wouldn't be fair to our resident cats. It wouldn't really be fair to us. And it's really hard. So, we say no a lot to cats that won't fit in this. And it sucks because sometimes that's, you know, they might get euthanized or they end up in a different, maybe a place that can't accommodate them. And it's hard, but I can't save everybody. And I have to think about these guys first. So when I got his profile, I knew right away he was going to be like one of us. Just the way they said at the shelter, he was so chill, so relaxed, so loving, very gentle. And I don't know if that's a big cat thing, because I could say that about Biggie, that he's sassy, but Biggie was the same way. So I'm not a cat behaviorist. I don't like have any scientific or special training in cats, but I feel like the bigger cats have like, they're more meek and mild because they're insecure, probably because of their size and their abilities to move and do things that other cats do. And maybe they like instinctively know that they are more prey than other cats. Like, they're not as able to defend themselves. So they play by the social rules a lot better. I'm not sure, but I just have a feeling that's what's going on, because it doesn't usually go this well. The only time I see it go this well with multi-cats this quickly is when I used to work with colony cats, and colony cats are freaking amazing. They are so smart with their social hierarchy. They're smart with, you know, their skills with each other and when to back down and when not to start a fight, and, you know, when to push and when not to push. So that's one thing I really respect about like feral cats or stray cats, is they kind of learn that on the streets, so to say. So They're the same as these cats. Like I really hadn't had no problems integrating cats from the street. It's more like I call them the homegrown cats. So when we get like owner surrenders, they're sometimes the hardest because they've, been alone for 8 years. But yeah, aside from the big ones aren't too bad. So let's see what I got on my trusty little list here. Hey, Cece. Hi. As you saw, Cece's got a little bit of a red eye. She might have a little bit of pink eye. It's hard to tell, but we got some drops going on. I don't know. Sometimes with Cece, she hits herself kind of like on the litter box. So that we have a litter box with, I'm just going to keep this thing over here because I'm scared the service is going to go. We have a litter box that has high sides for her because she still is pretty wobbly in her walking, but she kicks things up in her eyes. She gets food in her face. Like she's a bit messy, as you saw. Like a lot of cats with CH, if that's what she has, when they actually go, like it's kind of like an attention tremor and like what humans get, where she goes to perform an action, and that's when she really gets shaky, like in her face. So when she's eating and things like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if she just got something in her eye. So we've cleaned it out and we've been using drops in that. But she goes for her surgery on Tuesday. So Tuesday, she's going for a cystotomy. A cystotomy is when they take these stones right out of the bladder. They go right into the bladder and they take the stones right out. Cece's got 2 very large stones. There's a few types of stones that cats could get. One's struvite and one, I can't remember, but off the top of my head, but one of them can dissolve with a urinary diet, like a prescription diet. The other one doesn't typically resolve with that type of diet, and you have to get surgery. So we've had a cat in the rescue before who it didn't resolve with diet, and we had to get the surgery. They recover really well. She's going to feel a lot better. She's not going to be in as much pain when she goes to the bathroom. She's got a lot of inflammation and like in her urine, and that's because the stones are there and they really irritate the bladder. So she's going to feel a billion times better after that surgery. Now, she may not need the surgery. When we do the x-ray, her stones might have shrunk and it's the other type of stones, but she really doesn't like the urinary food. We've tried every single kind you can think of. She will not eat it. So I don't think, even if they were, we really made that much success. But given the size and the shape, I imagine they're the ones that don't shrink. The good thing is they send the stones off for testing. So we'll get a big report back that'll tell us, this is what we should do. These are the type of stones she has. So that'll be super helpful. Once she's got her cystotomy done, she can be adoptable. I really think, like, yes, she's wobbly. She's going to need somebody who's going to be gentle and careful with her, but she's the most loving, sweetest cat you'll ever meet. She uses the litter box. Like, she's really got no big issues. And I hope that somebody can see her for how incredible she is. She just never gives up no matter what. Like, those stones are freaking painful. If you know any humans that have had stones, they're painful. And she has giant ones. And then to have to go through like the UTI and everything else she went through, she's a freaking star, guys. She's just a fighter and she's getting better by the day. So I hope that when that happens, you guys can see me in here. I didn't realize the reflection of the garage doors. I'm like in my Sunday best, you know what I mean? Like slippers and all that. My husband was laughing at the way he saw my weigh-in video. And he's like, you didn't even get dressed for the weigh-in video? I'm doing those weigh-in videos at 6 a.m. Like, I get out of bed, I do the weigh-in, because if you know anything about cats and you're trying to feed, the cats are all hungry, and I need to get them on that scale before I feed them breakfast. So, I do it in my pajamas. So you guys all get my slippers and my jammies for weigh-in Fridays, and that's what it is. Oh, we've got some sleep in here. Come on. I would love to see the comments on these so I can chat with you guys. It's weird chatting to myself. But let's see what else. So we talked about Cece's having her surgery. Cookie's having her surgery the week after. So Cookie will have that at our vet and go back to her adoptive home, which is great for Cookie to recover there. Let's see what else in news I got. Let's see. Come here. You want to come on this one? Do you want to say hello? You want to say hi, Beefcake? The Ottawa Pet Expo. So we're going to have a booth at the Ottawa Pet Expo. So that is, darn, I was supposed to write down the dates. Somebody in the comments, I can't see the comments, but somebody, maybe Cindy, I think you were going to watch this. If you know the dates, I think it's the 1st and 2nd of November. So that will be at the EY Center in Ottawa. We'll be there with a booth selling, merch and things to just kind of raise money, raise awareness for what we do. We will bring Big E, not for the whole expo, that'd be just too stressful, but We'll bring him probably for like a 2-hour time slot. I'll put it up when I actually advertise for it. I'll put that out. And if we have a cat who can tolerate that kind of environment, maybe like if Sophia was still here, she could probably do well at the expo. But yeah, so we would take whoever is like friendly and can handle that. We're not going to bring anybody who's not going to like that. So yeah, that'll be the Ottawa Pet Expo. It'll be a great opportunity to meet everybody, chat with you all, and possibly meet some of the kitties. What are you doing? What you doing? Oh, that's so nice. He likes rolling on his back. He's super cute. Super cute. Maybe I'll see if I can do the next bit with Diego. Let's see. Oh, before it cuts off. Diego. Hi, Diego. Oh, I don't know. He's passed out cold. Hi. Hi. Are you going to come on out? Are you sleeping? Come on. Oh, it's a big stretch. Come on. Come on. Come get some pets. Come on. Oh, you say hi, everybody. Diego's showing off his haircut and his wound, which looks amazing. Where are you going? Where are you going, sir? Say hi. Oh, yes. And say hi to everybody. Let's see what else. So, yeah, you guys know that Harlow, I'll try to put him so you can see him. Harlow is coming on Monday. So, Harlow's coming from the Armed Prior Humane Society. She's a bowling ball, black little senior cat that's been there for over a year. You know, unfortunately, she's senior, she's overweight, and she's a black cat, which means there's not many options for adoption. People just unfortunately aren't lined up to take those cats, which is too bad. Are you doing a pumpkin? Look at you got your fur. So Harlow will be coming on Monday. They did ask us about another cat. We're going to get a little bit more information on him. So he is another black bowling ball. But he may be a palliative cat, so he might have bone cancer. We're just trying to get a little bit more information. You're so silly. Diego, you're so stinking cute. And they really don't want him to spend his final, you know, however long he has left in the shelter. And so he may come hang out with us and just live it. He loves other cats, so he's currently in a cat room with, I think, 20 other cats at the shelter. And he does amazing, so he'll probably do amazing here. But the shelter can be quite stressful for a cat that's going through basically palliative. They're in pain. They're not really that comfortable. So once we get more information, we'll find out if we're the right fit for him. I don't want to stress him out or make his life any harder than it has to be. Here's your berry whoops. Everybody said I should give you raspberries. I don't trust it. No raspberries, but I will give you berry whoops. Oh, see? Yeah, he's not a raspberry kind of guy. Yeah, so we'll find out more about him, and when the time is right, when we have a little bit more space, depending on the time that he has left in this world, we'll see. We'll see. So that's, yeah, Harlow. We talked a lot about Pumpkin coming. Things have changed a little bit in that situation. Pumpkin has a bonded partner that we didn't know about until yesterday or the day before. We just can't accommodate two right now. It's a little bit of a difficult situation. They have to move by a certain date. We can't fit them in by a certain date. So we're trying to find other options for them in our community that they could go to. And we offered support to whatever rescue intakes, because a lot of rescues that have fosters can set them up in a bonded pair foster. Whereas here, you bring a bonded pair into this environment and it gets really tricky. Just with everybody getting along, the bonded pair will stick together. Oh my goodness, you silly boy. And one is not a chonk and the other one is, and it's just all hard all around, and we just can't take another cat in right now. Even like with Klaus, with him being palliative, like that might just be down the line. So yeah, we'll see about Pumpkin, what happens with them. Like I said, her owners are working hard to find a solution that works. Let's see, calendar update. That's up next on my list. Let's see if I can get Sophia. Oh my gosh, look at her. She's doing yoga right now. Is this the downward dog? I think it's the downward dog. Yeah, so calendar update. We're still working on the calendar. Things have been quite tricky with the tariff situation, with I don't even know how to say it, the de minimums there taken away. Our postal service just hasn't caught up with how that's supposed to work. So solutions have been rolled out this past week where like we would pay the tariffs before it gets sent. This is mostly to our US customers, our US donors, which is almost all of you. So it makes it really hard. So we're trying to figure out go. We're back again. So yeah, we're trying to figure out how to make that work where we can ship calendars, but it doesn't cost us the whole cost of the calendar. Like we're trying to use them for fundraising. Oh, Lynn, I can finally see Nate. I can finally see the messages. Yes. Stacy, he did. He's like, I want pets right now. Totally. I would love if Pumpkin's partner was named Pie, but it's not. Oh, Lynn, I have a picture of Sophia on... This is so much better when I can read your guys' stuff. I have a picture with Sophia on the table, and she looks like a mop, like a guinea pig mop. And it's quite funny. Oh, I probably just lost the comments again. Yay, I was so close. Yeah, so calendar update. Yeah, we're trying to get those done, and we want to send them to you guys. Obviously, we'll have the digital option as well, which will be great, but not as great sometimes as a physical option for some people. So stay tuned. We're hoping that our postal service options figure it out. Look at it, he's rolling all around there. Figure it all out for you guys so that we can send those out. And also, of course, good timing like last year, our postal service may go on strike. If you're a Canada Post worker, I'm not talking bad about you. I'm just saying it's you might go on strike again during the holiday season, which is really not ideal for shipping out calendars. We had that trouble last year and we had to stop shipping. It was painful. Hey, what are you doing, Diego? What are you doing? I love how I got comments and now I don't get them anymore. He's playing with the toys. That's what. The banana. You got your banana? Do ya? Yes. It's the best. The bananas are the best. Maybe if I go back by Sophia, that seemed to be where we got some service. Let's check and see if I can. She's still. Oh, sorry, Sophia. Oh, dun, 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 dun. Sophia, somehow you made the comments come back. So can you go back flat again? Because you messed with my internet signal and made it better for me. Yeah, I need your help. I need it. Do it. Yeah, do it. Shake around. Shake it around. Get that Wi-Fi up. You're so freaking cute. Look at you. You're such a dork. Well, I'm glad that everybody can still see you. So let's just put this on you and hope for the best. Maybe if I don't move, you're just going to stay like a statue, right? Oh, let's see. So also we're going to be working on a merch store. So we had a different merch store. I wasn't quite happy with how that one worked out. So we're going to go with a company that, because you guys are almost all American, it's hard because I don't want to have, you guys have to pay any tariffs. I don't want things to be delayed. Just same with us, like our people who are buying. So we're going to probably we're working with Redbubble, because they'll ship it and make the merch in whatever country you order from if they have a Redbubble printer there. So they definitely do have one in the States. They do have one in Canada. We'll probably, the amount of money we get, I think it's 20% on every purchase. But hey, we don't have to do the fulfillment. We don't have to do, you look frozen, Sophia. The customer service, it makes it so that we can continue just doing rescue and you guys can get the merch that you are asking for. And then we just get a nice check every month at the end for the support. So that's what we're going to do with the merch store. Let's see what else. Well, you know what? While we're talking about the U.S., we're back again. We're back again. There we go. Anyways, yeah, while we're talking about, I mentioned that draw me like one of your French girls. I don't know how old this comment was, but I can see comments again. Yay. She's just gonna lay there. A lot of people asked, do we take in cats from outside of Canada? It's a really hot topic. It really is. We don't want to upset our local rescue community. We don't want to upset. Things are a little bit, as you know, in the world, a little bit, I don't even know the word, just a bit tense. But we do. We don't put it out there. I don't talk about it that much, but Tuxie, Lasagna, and Phoebe all came from the New York City ACC, so Animal Control. We took them when we had a lull and we had spaces. So our first priority is obviously our local cats, our local community. And then we kind of branch out from there. So right now we're so full that it might be a while until we can help them out again, but we do. And so I just want you to know, your donations are going to cats from your country as well. And, until there's a Chonky Cat rescue in the States, in Europe, and where people can send those cats, we're going to help where we can. And I don't care who gets mad at us about it. It's not about politics. It's not about geography. There is no other chonky cat rescue. And unfortunately, that until there is, this is what we're going to do. So just, get over it and don't get mad at me. And if you want to get mad at me, go ahead. And if you want to unfollow and follow a different rescue, that's okay. I never thought I would be a rescue who would do that. I never did in the past, but this is such a unique, small group of cats. And there's just nowhere for them to go. So until there is, we'll be there when, time and space allow. Let's see if I can turn this without shutting off the thing. Hey, Zoro. What's she doing? I'm trying not to move too much. Yeah, so let's see. I think I've talked about everything, intakes, Harlow, the pet expo, surgeries, the merch store, the calendars, Tuxie's adoption. He doesn't have an adoption. I hope that we find somebody for that cat. Cece, like really full frontal here, guys. You might want to tip us in the comments there. Send a little $1 our way for this. He's unique. He's difficult, but he's also loving. He plays hard. He loves hard. He needs to be an only cat. That is very, very apparent. So we do our best to manage that, but it's not ideal. But he's the most loving, like, ride or die cat once he trusts you. But he's good at sniffing out. Like, my oldest son is not a big fan of cats. Like, he'll come in and, pet bop them all good night and he'll spend time with them. But Tuxie knows he's not a big fan of cats. So it's probably because he's allergic. And he's good at sniffing out who's not a good person. So I'll probably open up Tuxie's adoption to go further. Like, if somebody in the US or somebody further from us in Canada is interested in adoption, if you're a good person, your references check out, we could do a video call and things are good. Maybe we can find a way to transport him. He really deserves, God, my gosh, he's so cute. He really deserves his own family and his own people. And however we can make that happen, we're going to do it. So I will figure out a way to get Tuxie to where he needs to go if we find a really good match for Tuxie. Because he deserves that much. Look at this freaking ham. I don't think that this girl will last very long when she goes up for adoption. Like, if you don't snatch this cat, I would totally snatch this cat if I didn't have so many dang cats. She's a character. And whoever adopts her, you best have social media. I'm just kidding. But I would love if you did, because she's a clown. And she just makes my heart. Look at Cece's a clown too. She's a good girl. And one other thing, since I've still got 60 of you, even though I can't see the comments, Biggerton over there is going back to Girl with the Dogs. We're going to go meet Vanessa and do like a do-over video. So not only does it help raise a lot of awareness for what we do with the cats, it's such a great thing to show from when she first groomed him to now, like that it's possible that your cat, no matter how big they are, can lose weight. And you can get them healthier and you can give them that quality of life back. Like a lot of folks will just like write their cats off and they're like, oh, well, he's arthritic now. He's this. He'll never, this is the end. Kind of like they're not going to get better, but they can with something so simple as just a diet change and, giving them ramps and things that they can move around with. So yeah, Biggie's going to be going back for a redo in October. And I'm super excited about it. I can't wait to see like the before and after, like showing the old video and the new video. Vanessa is amazing for bringing a lot of awareness to what rescues and shelters do. And she has such a huge following that helps us. A lot of you came from Vanessa's videos. And I don't think we would be where we are in terms of people knowing about us and helping us and finding us these cats that need it if it wasn't for Vanessa giving us that opportunity when I first adopted Biggie. Like, we didn't have the big house then, but since then, she's groomed Big Mac and Cookie. And then if Miss Cece is still here, Miss Cece will be going for a groom too. So I wanted some suggestions like grooming and helping to care for cats that are wobbly like her. You also saw the botch job I did on Cece's stomach. So I'm hoping that, maybe she could do a better one while also talking about cats like Cece that are in the shelter system. Like, is this me putting you guys to sleep? Is this a sure sign that you're all going to bed now? Because Sophia's just like, she's got like the roughest life, guys. This is what you donated to. This horrid life that they have. Oh, and we've got, here, I'll show you guys over on this side too, since you're here. I forgot. So down there is Shawn. So Shawn started in the top kennel. Shawn has been returned 4 times from the shelter. So it sucks. Shawn has, he was surrendered in March for like megacolon. So if anybody doesn't know what that is, it's basically like your cat gets so constipated and you don't. Oh, we're back again. So anyways, your cat gets megacolon and you're not treating the constipation. And then what happens is their colon like expands and it gets super, super giant. Things get right backed up. But if it goes on too long, they can really lose the function. Oh, are we back again? Yeah, so they can internet. Maybe I'll stay right there. Anyways, yeah, they can lose the function for pooping. And it's not that it's just more difficult for them. So now Shawn, so he's been returned. If I stay here, if I stay like this, maybe this, I'm like a scarecrow right now. Yeah, so he was returned the first time because of the megacolon and they didn't treat it. So he was like pooping blood. It was really gross, puking, just awful. Then he was adopted a few more times, returned for the complications from that, returned because he gave them allergies, returned because he... So there he is right down there. He looks like one of Patch's kitties. And actually, he's really great. So he's on lactulose, which is a liquid medication that goes in his food. And he's regular. So I just want to... I don't know if I could zoom in. There you go. He's just staring at me. He's so stinking cute. But because he fought with the other cats, I'm just trying to get them to do like nose-to-nose introductions through the gate for now. And then I'll slowly let him out. But I also wanted to monitor his poop for a few days and make sure that everything was coming out as it should. But cats like can recover. So he's recovered. He just needs, like Restore Lax or Miralax if you're in the States daily, just to make sure that things stay regular. He's a really, really sweet cat. Apparently he bit one of the other adopters when they tried to touch his back end. So if your cat's constipated, and you're not treating it, they're probably going to bite you if you touch them where it hurts, because constipation, as you know, as a human, is really painful. So Shawn is 6, and he was actually going to be euthanized on Tuesday. And I saw his profile about a month ago, and I thought, somebody would pick him up, and he is overweight. I think he's like 18 pounds. And then Tuesday morning, I saw he had the deadline for the day. And that was the morning that Lasagna got adopted. I think it was Tuesday. Yeah. So Lasagna got adopted. I was feeling all emotional and I was so sad about it. And then I saw that he had a deadline. So I contacted the One Last Chance who connects us and said, is there still time? Like, I thought we might have missed his deadline and he had already been euthanized. But we didn't. And Shawn joined us. And then when Shawn joined us, we had been told about Beefcake. So then they just came together. And then if you look in the middle, we've got Maple's in the middle. She's not happy about that right now. I need to give Maple a little bit of a sanitary shave at the back now that her long hair is growing in. And I also need to give her Silencia injection. But Maple doesn't want me to do either. So I have her in there so that she can eat a little bit of gabapentin. So gabapentin just kind of like makes them a little loopy, more relaxed. And then I'll be able to give her the sanitary shave and her Silencia injection for her arthritis. And that's why she's in there. And nobody's at the top. The top is it's always set up in case somebody needs to go in there. If somebody pukes or something, I need to move them in there. And then I also move, Beefcake goes in the kennel when he has to eat because Beefcake is on antibiotics. So a lot of people asked why, I think it was Instagram, I got that a lot. Like, why is he on an antibiotic when it's a skin issue? So the antibiotic he's on is called Clavamox. I wonder if you could see right now. It's pretty gnarly back there. Hi, buddy. It's a skin infection from urine burns and things like that. What are you doing, Beefcake? And Clavamox is a really good antibiotic for skin infection. So that's why he's on that antibiotic. So I have to feed him separate so that nobody eats his drugs. Hey, sir. I know. And then he also gets a cream and a wash every day. Hey, buddy. You're doing good. What? You want a pet? You want a pet? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yeah. Yeah. So lactulose tastes like, I didn't taste it, but I kind of accidentally tasted it. It's like it almost looks like a syrup. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a syrup. So you just kind of stick it in their food. They do take quite a big dose, which I was surprised about. So is this another trap, Diego? Is this another? It's a trap, guys. He just wants the banana. Da, da, da. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Sarah. Yeah, I really didn't want to take extra cats, but when I saw his deadline and I was feeling so sad, I think he shouldn't be euthanized for something. Again, it's not the shelter's fault, so I will never, you'll never hear me on here talk bad about a shelter. They're doing the best that they can with what they have. They need the space. You know, cats that are more adoptable, it's easier. Cats that aren't, they don't have the space and the resources to keep them. So, you know, I don't like the idea of euthanasia, but at least it's peaceful. I know that sounds bad, but for some cats, you know, it's better than the alternative, sadly. Yeah, I'm glad that we were able to pull him because he's a gem. I think he just needs somebody who will be patient and give him time. He's been through a lot since March, like 4 families is a lot to go through, and then being in a shelter. But I can tell you, the second he came in here, he was rolling, loving, purring. He's a good boy. He just needs somebody to just make sure that he's getting his fiber and his digestive aids in every day. And it's not that expensive at all. So he could be easily managed. Yeah, so I'm going to probably go off now because I have a Hallmark movie starting soon, and I don't have any teens or anybody here to bug me. So yeah, what I'll do when I'm in bed is I'll go back through the comments, and then I'll try to answer comments because I'll be able to see it after I get off of this live. But I'll try to do these more often when I figure out this freaking internet thing or what spot works the best. Or like, I don't remember who suggested, but maybe the cats can all wear the tinfoil hats and we can get a better signal. That would be, you don't like that idea? Rude, hey? Who shaved half of your body? Anyways, yeah, we'll do that. But good night from Cece, who's suspicious of that camera right there. Cece, he's watching you. She does not like the moving camera. And good night from Zoro, from Sophia, who's already passed out. Biggie's sleeping in the sanctuary tonight. Sometimes he just likes to come in here and good night from Maple and Shawn, and Tuxie's inside, so he'll say good night also. Have a great Saturday, everybody.